Okay, so we're gonna start with this one, lab 2, problem 1. It starts in millimeters, so double check to make sure your units are in the same thing. Go over here, sketch, front plane. Let's go in here. There is a center line in the drawing, so I'm just gonna start with that. Bam. Control 1, so you can zoom in all the way. And I'm gonna go start from the origin over here to the right, and I'm just gonna trace this first with just lines. Not even gonna worry about like the dimensions or stuff. I'm just trying to get like a rough sketch first. Alrighty, so after we made that rough sketch, I'm just gonna go over here and start. Actually, let me start with the largest side first because that's probably better. Delete this. Go over here, smart dimension. This, bam. Alright, so this is 230 plus the 40, so it's gonna be 270? Yeah, I can't do math. Bam. Bam. Yeah, okay. And then from here to here, whoops. From here to here is 30. Delete this one. And then from here to here, that's 80. From here, this is just 80. Oh wait, I already did that one. From there to there, that's gonna be a difficult one. So over here it says 20 degrees, or 20 diameter, which means that half of that would be 10. So that means the distance from here to here should be 10. Yeah, because when it carries over to the other side, then it would be 20. So from here, it says the diameter of that is 60. So from here it should be 30, but minus the 10, it should be 20. Bam. Okay. And then from there to here should be 50, but because of that minus 10, it should be 40. So this one should also be 20. 20. Okay. And then it says that this part also needs to be like 30, right? Yeah, 30. So that part's 30. Okay. And then from here to here, this is 40. Okay. And then from here to here, this is 100 minus, well, cut in half because it's half, 50 minus the 10, 40. So this is going to be 40. And then, let's see. What haven't I done here yet? I have not. Oh, here, let's wiggle this around. Oh. Okay, it's just not constrained vertically. So click on the bottom one, origin. Actually, I don't think I even need to use dimensions for that. I think I can just click on both of them and then click coincident. Yeah, I can. Okay, so that takes care of most of them. I forgot to... yeah. Let's see. This is 160, so 80 minus the 10, 70. Okay. Oh, but those two are the same. Actually, keep that one. And let's see. Can we make these the same? Collinear? Yeah. Okay. And hey, look, we're fully defined. Who beans? So yeah, this is it for this one. Features revolved around the base. Click yes, and hey look, it's our piece. Yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna make this one. So, sketch, front plane. Problem number 2, units in millimeters, we got that. And it looks like this. Okay, so this one's gonna be kind of tough. So we can cut this in half because of the center line in here, and we can just work on this half. But we can also cut this into quarters, so we can cut this into half from here as well. I think I might try to do that because that would be interesting. Okay, so always start with your center line, make sure it goes through the origin. Control 1 to zoom in. We're gonna do Urkel. Wait, I forgot. Other center line. That goes through there. Okay. So I can actually delete this bottom one because I don't need it. Yes, okay. From here, I'm gonna use the center point arc. I love the center point arc. It's so useful. I'm going to, I don't really know how to, there we go. Then there's another one of those because it's surrounding it. So there's two. And then there's yet another one all the way out here, but this one is for construction. So I'm going to click on those two sides and then over here for construction. So now it is dotted. All right, I'm gonna set the radius for these two. So this one says 60 diameter, so half of that would be 30. Then this one is 40, so this one would be 40. Then this one is, what is this one? 120, so that would be 60. Yeah. I'm gonna extend these a little bit farther out. Okay. That should be good. Alright, so now we need to make the little parts that stick out from there. So I'm gonna start with just a line. I'm just gonna go from, whoops, don't know where that line came from. Orientation as sketched. Yeah, that was weird. Anyways, gonna go there, make sure it hits that center point arc. And then from there, I'm going to do another arc from this point to that point. Finagle it. Okay, there we go. Bam. Now it's in there. Then there is another circle here. So I'm gonna, okay, there we go. So smart dimension this one to about, let's say 5 degrees, or not 5 degrees, 5 millimeters, because it is half of the 10 right there. This one, let's see, what is this one? Radius 10. Yeah, I can just keep that one as 10 then. So now those two are fully defined now because this one's on the for construction arc that we made earlier. So it knows where it's supposed to be. Yeah. So now we're gonna just mirror this from across here all the way. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Now we're just gonna mirror these to mirror about this axis. So now we got this, and then I'm gonna make another one of these, but this one is gonna be a circular sketch pattern, and we're not gonna use 4, we're just gonna make 2 because it goes all the way to the other side, and I need this to be 45 degrees. Yeah, because it says over here in the drawing they're 45 degrees apart from each other, so I'm just gonna put that one there. And there's different ways to do this. This is not the only way to do this. It's just the way that I know how to do it. And then I'm just gonna mirror these, mirror about this. Okay. So now we got those. All right. Okay. So now that we have all of these three after mirroring, what we're gonna do is mirror them again. So I'm just gonna press Control A to highlight everything, and then I'm gonna hold Control, click on the lines that I don't want it to copy over to the other side, which would be this one, because that's the line I'm gonna mirror about. So it'll just go around that. Bam. Okay. So now here comes another problem, right? These 4 are not defined yet. So to define them, if I try to click on these, they won't wiggle. Normally that's how I like to find out where something is undefined, underdefined at. So they don't wiggle. But what I do know is that it's all based around this center arc, right? So I just need to make sure that I define it from there. So if I click it from here, here, and here with the smart dimension, it gives me this arc, 45 degrees. And hey, now all of these are fully defined. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. It's funny. I need to get rid of 2 lines on here. This one and this one. Whoops. Yeah, just get rid of these lines. And it's done. Hey! Yeah, it looks just like the drawing. Okay, we can extrude that to be, how much did it say? 50 millimeters. That's fine. We can do that. There we go. Control 7, and that's our isometric view. Yep. Okay, let's do number 3. Hope that one wasn't too fast either. So problem 3 looks like this. Okay, I can see I can cut this in half. So let's go with the sketch. Front plane, wait. Oh yeah, we are in millimeters. So that's good. So make a center point line, a center line on the origin. Go, yeah, I can go through it, that's fine. Go through here, control 1, cool beans. Okay, that's like a circle, so let me start off with that first. Let me go here, down, ugh. Okay, and then like that. So that's that part. And then I can just use the lines for the rest. I can go bam, 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 bam. Okay. Let me make these two coincident because they kind of line up on this drawing. I'm pretty sure they do, actually. Yeah. So coincident. Okay, so now those two are lined up. And now I just need to put in all of my measurements. So smart dimension. This is, okay. It says here, oh, wait. Oh, no. Never mind. It says from here to here is 60 because it's half of the 20. So 60 minus the 30, that's just a 30. So this is 30 degrees, or 30 millimeters. From here, it says it's 80, so this can just be 80. Whoops, this is way too small. What is this? This is 10 degrees. Okay. So that's 10 degrees. This is supposed to be 60? Yeah, 60. Okay. So that's 60. And then this is also 60. This is also 30. And now all of these are fully defined. So now I need to put in the fillets. So there is a 20 radius fillet on this corner. So let me do that one. Right there. Okay. There is a 5 degree one in that corner. So let me do that one. Okay. And is that it for all the fillets? Looks like it. Okay. So now I just need to put in a circle on this side. Circle looks to be where these two line up. So it should just be like around there. Dimension this to be, what is that? 20 degrees, or yeah, 20 millimeters diameter. So I can just put that like right there. And that's also fully defined now. Okay. This looks good. I think we can mirror this. So Control A to highlight everything minus the part that we want to mirror the about, which is just that. Mirror that. Okay. Why is everything now undefined? Let's see. Ah, it's just undefined vertically. So let me, actually, can I just click on the midpoint of these two and then click coincident? I can. Okay, now everything's fully defined. So coincident just places a thing within another thing. So I'm just placing the midpoint of this radius into the midpoint of the origin. So it knows, okay, and I need to make sure that the midpoint of this entire curve has to be at the origin. That is my alarm for my clothes. I will be right back. Alright. So now that we have this fully defined sketch, I can now extrude it. Bam. How big? 125 millimeters. So, whoops. 125. Bam. And then bam. Okay. Control 7, get your isometric view. And there it is. Alright, let's do last one. So part 4 wants us to do something like this. So this one's going to be interesting. There's nowhere for us to make a symmetry sketch, so I can't just use a center line. But this is essentially 2 rectangles, so I'm just going to make that. Rectangle, let me make rectangle 1 on the origin, and same with rectangle 2, like this. Yes. Okay. So now we got these two. I can trim those two so that way it becomes more like the drawing. By the way, when you do that, you'll end up with these points right here. And I don't want those points there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim, not that. Whoops, not that either. Ugh. I'm gonna get rid of that line so that way those two lines combine. And I can't do that for this one for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. But what I can do is I can trim that and then go over here to extend entities and I can just extend it. So now those 2 points are gone. I don't have to worry about those two anymore. Okay, so let's go into here. Let's see. It seems to be that there's a circle right here where these two lines meet, right? So it would be at this point. So centerline arc, gonna go over here, bam, bam, easy. Okay, and I say we focus on the outer parts first before we focus on the inner. So let's go into the fillet. Actually, no, not fillet. Trim entities. Gonna get rid of these two lines so that we would just get left with that. And we're just gonna start defining stuff. So up here, this is 60. I forgot to check my units. Always check your units. Millimeters. Okay, we're good. 30. Because it says so. Down here is 155. 155. Up here it says it is 110. 110. Okay. So now it wants this to be about 30. Yes. So that's about 30. This doesn't really say. Although I can tell that the center point for this arc right here, which is this point right here, is 40 plus, what is that, 20? Yeah, that's a 20 because the arrow's pointing to this edge, to that edge. So it's just a 60. Yeah, it's just a 60. So if I click on this line and this line, set this to 40, or 60, I mean. Okay, that's good. And then set the height for this as well, which should be 30. Now it should be, yeah, okay, so now everything's fully defined that way. Most of the time when something's underdefined, it's just because it lacks either a vertical constraint or horizontal constraint or both, right? Or if it's like an arc, then it's probably missing the radius of it, you know, or not the radius of it, but the degree of it. Let's see, what else is next? Fillet. So it says here that there's 8 fillets with the 4-degree radius or 4mm radius. So I'm just gonna put 4 in there, and then it says looks like this angle, this angle, this angle, this one, and this one. So that is 5 of them, and the other 3 are here, here, and here. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to leave those 4 for now. And now we can start on the inside. So let me zoom in a little bit more with Control 1. So there's a circle here that's in the midpoint of that. So I'm going to do a center line. If I go over here, that's the midpoint. Just go down about that much. Doesn't really matter. And then from here, just do a circle. Define this. This is diameter 30. Okay, and then it says that it is 30 millimeters from here to the origin, not the origin, but the center point of that circle. So this is 30 millimeters. Whoops, that's 300. Okay, and now that part's defined. Let me move this to like, there's fine. Move that there, make it nice and neat. Okay, this one, okay. So now we need to make this part. This looks funky, but it's just a rectangle with another circle at the end. So that's just what we're gonna make. Rectangle, and then arc at the end. Bam. Whoops. Come on. Work with me. Okay, there we go. Bam. And then we're just gonna trim this line, extend this one, and then there we go. I'm gonna fillet the inner corners with the 4mm, which is this one, and this one. So now if I count them, they should all equal to 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, yeah, that's 8. So that's all the fillets, so we're done with that. I need to set the height of this to be 30 because it says so right here. So this is 30. It's kind of clipping into there, but that's fine. We don't need to worry about that just yet. Actually, we will. Let me put that right there. 30. Yeah. Or actually, what I could also do is I could also set, I'm pretty sure I could set this and this as collinear, which that also works. In case I want to avoid putting the actual dimension in there, right? So now that those two are collinear, I can set the radius of this. So this point should be on here. Not entirely there, but let me click on just this and then the line. And then let me coincident them. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's good. So from here, I can set the radius of this to be, is it 30? It is 30, okay. Let me just set it to actually 30. There we go. I don't need to worry about the radius of this because this already says it's 50. So I'm not going to put it again because then it will overdefine the sketch. So I don't need to worry about that. What I do need to worry about, though, is this, which says it's 22, but I know it's definitely not. Let's see. Where does this wiggle? Okay. It just wiggles from left to right, so it's not constrained horizontally. So let's see here. Where can we put this? I forgot about this 20 right there. So that's easy. Just put that in there. 20 degrees. Okay. This part, though, is still undefined. Why? Oh. Okay, that's funny. Let's do... Can I do this line and this line? Say that's coincident? Yeah, I can. Okay. So that point and that line, I can just make that coincident. And so now all of this is fully defined. Let's see. Does that look about right? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay. So this is fully defined now. Features, extrude. How much did it want me to extrude it by? 165. So go over here. Whoops. 165. Yes. Bam. That is our part. Cool beans. And that's everything. That was parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and just the 4. Just the 4. Just, yeah. Ugh. Alright. Good luck, guys. I wish y'all the best. Bye-bye.